70 miles northwest of Oklahoma City, on the only 4-lane highway between the state capital and Woodward, lies the town of Watonga. With a population of nearly 3,000, the town lays claim as the county seat for Blaine County. Local industries include agriculture, oil and gas production, and Roman Nose State Park. But at the heart of the town is its schools.
You know, when I first took this job here at Watonga, there were some things that the board really thought were important. Those things were integration of technology, community relations, and the possibility of passing a bond.
On February 8th, the people of Watonga will go to the polls to vote on a new school bond issue valued at $19.9 million. The measure, if passed, will fund a new gymnasium, which will increase safety and accessibility from current athletic facilities, a new elementary cafeteria, which will accommodate the school's growing population, improve student safety through a new pickup drop-off area, and open space to launch STEM education for all students. The bond will also fund a new high school concession stand that will promote health and safety through new bathrooms, offer new locker rooms, improve fitness through a new weight room for all students to enjoy, open space to develop new wrestling facilities, and stand as a showcase of Watonga pride for visiting teams.
Our current gym was built in the 70s. It's not comfortable, it's not super useful, and there are places in it that aren't safe.
The seating is out of date. The bathrooms and the showers, I would not want my child to have to go in there.
If you've ever attended an event in our gym in the springtime or in the summer, you know how uncomfortable that building can be because we don't have air conditioning.
There's holes in the walls and ceiling, so we can't just put an air conditioner in that facility.
And so we're going to address that in a new gym. We'll be able to offer our kids great, comfortable locker rooms that have all the facilities, shower facilities that they would need.
That also included in the gym is a track that'll provide an indoor location for our kids to work out during the cold weather.
Superintendent Hildebrand notes that by having a new gym directly on the campus for the practice gym, the school system will no longer have to rely on the old gym at the former middle school several blocks away. In addition to the new gymnasium, the bond issue will also fund a new cafeteria at the elementary school. This would open space where the current cafeteria exists to create a state-of-the-art STEM lab, bringing science, technology, engineering, and math learning to benefit all students at the elementary level. STEM labs would also be developed at the middle and high school facility. These labs will help all students develop critical technology skills that will, in the long term, enhance their competitive capabilities in future job markets.
The cafeteria at the current location is not acceptable.
Last year, the fire department was here on a daily basis because we had gas leaks because our stoves and things are outdated, and the fire department would have to come and air it out. So we've got a lot of updating.
I went to grade school in that building, and when I walk into that cafeteria, it's like I'm 6 years old again because it's completely the same. And much of the equipment in the kitchen is the same equipment that fed me when I was 6 years old. And the space, it's just not sufficient.
I mean, it's outdated. We've outgrown our facility here at this cafeteria. We had a class that had 110 students. Every day we would have to walk over to the middle school to eat lunch, whether it was rain, snowing, sun shining, we'd walk there to have lunch because we had outgrown this facility.
We're talking about building a brand new cafeteria north of the current building that will have more space, and it will also give us an additional entrance to ease some of our traffic problems for drop-off.
What are you going to see inside a STEM lab? Science, technology, engineering, mathematics, virtual reality labs, where kids can go places to different locations in the world that they couldn't actually go to in real life.
There's no reason for our children here in Watonga not to have the same opportunities as the other children and other communities.
And hopefully our kids are staying here. They're not going to end up in Enid, Oklahoma City, Tulsa, any surrounding state.
If you're a parent, you just want what's best for your kids. And right now, this is the best thing. This is what the kids need.
Today, in order for our children to compete in this world that we're living in, it's an absolute necessity.
The future jobs for our students have not even been created yet.
The final element of the new bond proposal features a new concession stand with new bathrooms for the stadium, locker rooms, and a weight room for all students to use.
The concession stand we have is not okay. It's too small. Additionally, we don't have bathroom facilities.
The old weight room is going to be remodeled into the new wrestling room.
If you go back to 2014 when we passed the bond for the new school, the increase won't be as drastic. It'll be more manageable to be paid off.
We've had a lot of oil and gas infrastructure that's been built in the last several years here. It greatly increased our school district's valuation, and those dollars come from those outside sources to help pay this back.
90% of the amount of that bond, which is about 18 million of that 19 million, is going to be paid for by people that do not even live in Watonga, by big businesses, oil, gas companies. So if you have a $100,000 home, that's roughly $5.93 a month.
You can't just decide, well, we're not going to do anything, we're not going to improve anything, we're not going to make it better for a while.
The 2014 bond issue for the high school required, at the time, a 33% tax increase. Because Watonga's property value has grown, those taxes have decreased. Homeowners are now paying the same tax rates as they were before the 2014 bond election. This new 15-year bond proposal would be at a lower rate, just 7.49%, which is lower than the rate surrounding communities are paying for their bond issues.
That little bit that we're going to pay extra in taxes is so minute to what our community and our students and our schools going to get from it. To me, it's a no-brainer. I mean, it just needs to be done.
You want to invest in the town and grow, you know, we don't want to be left behind. Everybody around us is growing, we don't want to be left behind.
If you were going to move your factory to this little town, you want to make sure your workers are going to be able to raise their kids and see their kids succeed in the school.
To get businesses to come in and those workers, we need to have good schools.
The heart of every small town is its school district, and ours is no different.
What I'm talking about is pride in my community, proud in my town, like growing up here, being from here, and wanting to stay here. You know, that opportunity was here for me, but I want it to be for everybody.
Building the STEM lab and building this new gym, it's going to give our kids pride, and we need that.
What we're asking for is a long-term investment, not just for our kids, but for our entire community.